Beast Forum, a website dedicated to the discussion and distribution of zoophilic content. Among its nearly 2 million members was someone going by the name thedogman2. On the surface, thedogman2 was like any other user. Just your average animal rapist who liked chatting it up with other animal rapists and sharing videos and photos of the horrible things he did to his dog. But there's something deeper to thedogman2, and it quickly becomes apparent if we look at his first post. On January 22nd, 2012, the same day he created his account, thedogman2 posted a thread where he shared 2 photos of a black and brown puppy. These same photos of the same dog can be found on Kero's Fur Affinity account, posted months and even a year after thedogman2 shared them on Beast Forum. In fact, the Beast Forum post predates Kero's entire FA account. Now, I am relying on a screenshot for this information. Beast Forum required an account to view uploaded content, and since the site went down earlier this year, I can't make one. And because you can't create an archive of a logged-in session without some kind of specialized setup, all the archives of thedogman2's post display the standard guest censor. So how can we be sure this wasn't photoshopped? Well, one of the Beast Forum photos is visibly different from its Fur Affinity counterpart. The FA version is much more saturated. There are clearly 2 different versions of the same photo, so this screenshot isn't a simple Photoshop edit. And Kero and thedogman2 share many traits beyond those photos. Now, on their own, these points aren't necessarily damning. They're like puzzle pieces. Individually, they don't show anything. But when you piece them together in conjunction with the photo upload dates, it starts to form a bigger picture. Number 1. Zoophilia. This one's self-evident with thedogman2, and Kero has confessed to being a zoophile to at least 2 people.
Through talking to him more, come to find out, he is actually interested in real-life animals.
And he does have an interest in some aspects of zoophilia.
Like real-life animals.
Number 2. The dog. In addition to having the same photos of the same dog, both owned a male Australian Shepherd German Shepherd mix. Number 3. Location. On September 14th, 2014, thedogman2 shared he was moving to Oakdale, a suburb in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. On October 8th, 2014, Kero uploaded the following to Vine.
I'm going to college in 4 days. I'm so excited.
And on his Pennsylvania Furs profile, he specified his location as Oakdale. And on November 30th, 2014, thedogman2 made a post describing himself as a college student. Both would later list their locations as Pittsburgh. Number 4. Videography. Kero's interest in videography and editing is self-evident, and thedogman2 made numerous posts offering to film and edit acts of bestiality in exchange for having sex with the animals afterwards. Number 5. Anti-hunter, nature-loving furries. Both describe themselves as nature lovers and are extremely against hunting. Number 6. Punctuation. Both make the same punctuation mistakes in their writing. Spaces are frequently put in front of the punctuation mark instead of behind like it's supposed to happen, or sometimes there'll be a space and then a punctuation mark and then another space. It is a common pattern in both of their writings. Number 7. Cheesecake is life. Kero likes to say, cheesecake is life, and thedogman2's Kick username was cheesecakislife44. Number 8. Maw fetish.
Now, Kero is publicly into maws and vor, that's an open secret.
Number 9. Arf arf.
And that is the way that Kero greets people. I'd only ever spoken to him once before, very briefly, and the first thing he said to me is, "Arf arf, had a quick question."
These connections are just from Kero's known accounts. If we look into his chats with Snake Thing, we find even more, like the same photos of Koda's mouth being shared, or Kero and thedogman2 expressing an interest in cows around mid-2017. While there are many slam dunks in this case, there is one stumbling block I need to address, and that is thedogman2's date of birth, May 1994. Based on Twitter posts, we can deduce Kero was born in May 1995, not 94. But that also means Kero was underage in January 2012 when the Dogman2 account was created. And the oldest trick in the book for minors trying to get around age restriction on porn sites like Beast Forum is to just subtract 18 from the current year. Subtracting that from 2012 gives you a net result of 1994. Further evidence to back this up is a post made by Dogman2 in February 2017, where he lists his age as 21. If he was born in 94, he should be 22 in early 2017, not 21. The only way it would make sense if he was 21 is if he was born in 1995, like Kero. So, we are left with two possible explanations. Either the Dogman2 is a separate person who just so happens to be a carbon copy of Kero, going so far as to being a zoophile who moved to Oakdale, Pennsylvania for college in 2014 and has the same way of typing and the same way of speaking and the same obsession with cheesecake and the same dog and the same camera equipment, but he's a year older than Kero, and that whole 21 in 2017 thing was just a typo. Somebody found this guy's account, took screenshots of his old posts, and photoshopped in photos from Kero's Fur Affinity and the Zoo Sadism chat logs in order to frame Kero for something he didn't do. Or it's Kero. Kero is the Dogman2. He's been abusing animals for years, possibly since he was as young as 13, and shared photos and videos of the abuse he inflicted on Coda long before he even spoke with Snake Thing. He's been lying since the day this broke, and to this day is trying to cover his tracks. Like by deleting all photos of Coda from his Fur Affinity after I noticed the date discrepancies.